Thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah. I had to mute the Skype audio earlier.
Well, let me say in
Joe.
live action,
Yeah.
you are the coolest looking motherfucker I've ever seen.
Eh,
The
am I-
whole look, Joe, is
it?
what's up.
Thank
Joe,
Yeah,
you.
look at you. You know. Don't act like you don't know. Look how cool he is.
Hey, can you
You're a
not
cool
embarrass
dude.
the
You are a
kid?
cool dude. I'm
Oh
serious.
my God, it's the worst. Don't
Dude, I'm
embarrass
cooking this cookie right now. Like, I'm up to about 500 clicks on this damn cookie.
him.
And so far, I purchased the grandma. I don't really know what it does, but you get grandmas. It's like a bunch of grandmas with
That's
bowling
just
pins.
what I've always
I
wanted.
saw something about grandma on there. I didn't know what that meant, but I'm glad to
know
hear
what
that you
it
get
does.
grandmas.
But I just want to
Joey.
accumulate more grandmas.
Joseph, if I may call you that.
You may.
Yes. I have a bone to pick with you.
I know.
You're a piece of shit.
I'm sorry. I mean, like, have you seen? There's so many games that I need to play. I never leave this room, Greg. Like, I'm
Play
here.
a video game with me in my house.
I really should. You know, it's so funny because like my coworkers are constantly because I talk about the Level Up show when I'm there, and they're just like they know of Greg, and I'm like, Greg is always inviting me to go places, and I never go because I'm just that guy. You know, like I just.
Literally so close to me. Like we can meet and become friends in real life. Like,
We
I just
really
hope you know.
could. We would be great friends in real life.
I could be your new gay best friend. Everybody needs one of those.
I'm just such a horrible
This
friend. 'cause
conversation is
I-
hilarious.
It just
I
clicked
will not-
like magic.
We would be best friends, yeah.
You know,
Just
didn't even know. Didn't skip a beat.
the best, the best.
I think
What's
it's 'cause, like,
Joey's?
the
What's Joey's
conversation.
new username?
It is Vantera.
Pantera.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the same Joey.
Yeah.
I knew you were
I-
fucking cool, Joey. I knew it the whole time.
We're doing plugins here. Yo, everyone. Twitch.tv/Vontera. I just finished Resident Evil 7.
Do you
dude, and
stream?
honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, of course I stream.
I don't know that man.
Hey.
Say your link again.
Vontera.
No, it's Vontera.
It's just the same as your username.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Vantera.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
like, dude, the weirdest.
Dean, welcome
feeling-
to the Level Up show. This is Joey.
You know what, Greg? Why don't you go take your funny little fucking jokes and shove them up your ass?
I mean, not to get on you at all, but Joey's been with the Level Up show longer.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I know
I
that.
Forever.
missed the Skype calls. I used to call in so often at the beginning. I remember when when I first heard that Skype calls were allowed. I'm like there. I'm sweating. I'm just here. I'm like, should I call in? Should I call in? I don't know what to talk about. I'm
We're
gonna be
so
sitting on
nervous.
stream.
One of the first times you ever called in to us, and now you're fucking streaming all the time. Now you like totally changed form.
I thought so too, but honestly, like when I heard that you guys were accepting Skype calls tonight, I was still nervous. Like I can,
Why?
I don't know. Like I could be streaming in front of like 20 plus people and be totally fine.
Yeah.
But for some reason, see, I can't even like speak. Some reason being on the Level Up show just makes me so nervous.
Joe, when
Can
do
I
you
be honest
stream?
with you? I totally get that.
Mostly on the weekends, but like I'll just stream like for about 3 hours or so during the week whenever I can, just to finish all the games. Because if I'm streaming the game, I'll finish it.
Yeah.
Get
I
an
won't.
incentive.
I won't just like do a piece of it and then just put it down. And there's so many games I'm playing right now, and I don't know how to. I'm gonna finish them
Yeah,
all.
Joe's
But I'm
on our Twitch team and everything.
I'm about to follow you, Joe.
Yeah.
Yo, get in there, man. I've been watching you play Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs, I can finally cross off my list. I finished that the other day.
Me too, man.
Wow.
Thank
So
Christ
Joey's
almighty.
been watching Dean, and Dean didn't even know who he was.
I never met it. I don't think I've ever.
Yeah, I don't think
actually
you've ever
met
seen him, yeah. But
His
Joe, what I want to
game
know
on
is what you
show.
thought of Resident Evil 7.
Honestly, it was amazing. It was so good, but as far as like the fear factor, because like I know when I was starting out in the game, I was terrified because it had that PT vibe, and I thought that I was never going to finish it because I'm too scared to go all the way through. But it's like jumping into a pool of water. Like you just got to jump right in, and you realize it's actually not that scary. You're psyching yourself out more.
That shit becomes lukewarm.
Yeah, it gets really, and then towards the end, it gets more actiony than like scary. Like things don't really pop out at you. It's not really. You start accumulating a bunch of stuff. Like I played on normal, and you get bullets, you get herbs, you get so many things. And the hardest parts of the game are the boss fights.
Yeah.
And
What did you think about the ending? How it
I
connects?
don't know.
No
There was
spoilers.
like no information.
No spoilers.
I won't spoil anything, but it was
Crazy
great.
though, right?
I was,
Crazy.
dude. I wasn't ready for that. Like
Yeah.
just for that thing to happen.
It's such a
And-
cool moment. I don't know if Drew's gonna appreciate it, but
Probably
it's a really
not.
cool moment. Yeah,
I mean,
feel like
considering-
it'll.
Like the DLC is going to come out soon. I'm hoping to God it's going to like shed some kind of light on.
Yeah, I would
what
imagine that's what the
it's about.
DLC is gonna tackle.
What I
Yeah.
appreciate, and I agree with you, is that you become desensitized over time with the game. Because I agree, like that first hour with Mia and shit, I was
Guaranteed
terrified.
was
I
the
was
scariest.
freaking terrified. And now Daddy just keeps fucking coming back and grabbing me. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? Why aren't you dead yet? I'm just like pissed off at you at this point. I'm not scared of you. Just like stop coming back to life.
I was actually pretty disappointed about Daddy because I called him Daddy too when I was playing, and he actually doesn't play as big a role as I thought in the entire game. Yeah, it really.
I think
takes
I
a
might have
crazy
just
turn.
finally killed him. Don't tell me, but I chopped
won't
him in
tell
half
you.
with a chainsaw.
You just got to keep going. Like I could tell you, don't be scared. Like there'll be like some minor jump scares, but you got to push forward. It's the best.
Oh, I'm
way
not giving up. Yeah, I'm going to keep going for sure. I
I
like it.
love
I like
those
it a lot. I
streams.
think it's one of the better horror games I've played in a long time.
Yeah, I really like it. Like I think they're revamping the entire thing. I have this theory where I don't think it's connected to any of the past Resident Evils. I think they're completely doing the whole thing over. And that's great because then it gives me something to look forward to. I actually called in with a topic, a question that I had, and I completely forgot
We do that.
what it was. It
We
was
do this
something-
to ourselves too.
It was like, all right, do you guys see yourself being? Because I feel especially as of lately, I've really been defending my gaming habit to a lot of people, and like my mom, for example, she sees all these games, she sees the money that I put into the equipment for streaming and PC.
Which your room
gaming.
setup, by the way, is fucking legit right now. I love it.
It's
Guitar on the wall too.
It's just this side. That side is like a fucking mess. Like,
I love
there's
your
no-
green screen just like hanging.
Yeah, it's been like up for weeks, and it's finally annoying because I can't back up.
Yeah.
And so I just took it down because I don't plan on using it for.
Joe, what you
Same
need to do, man,
situation, man.
is just get some PVC piping. Get inch
that's what I
diameter
heard.
PVC piping. Get a few turns and corners. Make a stand. It's super easy. That's what I did. It'll cost you
but then,
$20.
But then you can't. Like you want to be able to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another
can't
suggestion.
move
That's
down.
why I have to take mine down. I don't even.
Here's another thing you can do. Get one of those pull down rollers that you see in classrooms.
Yeah, and it's like
Hang it
made
from
of
your
like,
ceiling, roll
yeah,
the
that
green
makes
screen
sense.
onto that, and then just pull it down and let it go back up again.
True,
what I
we're
mean.
not all architects.
No, I know exactly what he's
No,
saying.
you can make
but
that
that's kinda
happen. You could
genius.
do that yourself.
That's what I got to do,
Yeah.
man. That's
Yeah.
it.
I was
That's the
thinking.
answer
I
I'm
actually
looking for.
tried something like that, except I used tie wrap to like tie it up, and then I had to just undo it to let it go. But it was just too much of a hassle to go back and forth. But your idea is a lot better.
Wait. You can put it
God.
inside of the thing.
Oh my
Like you can
God.
take the screen it comes with out and then put the green screen.
I'm sure you could make it work. Yeah.
Yeah, like you
No.
can wrap it
No,
around.
you would have to. It would be DIY. It would be do it yourself. But you can make that
I
happen.
really want to now that you said it. It sounds great.
I almost am tempted to do it over there myself. Like I think it would be so cool to just be like, pull it down. And
if
then,
you're gonna do it, tell me. I want to come watch or
Okay.
help or whatever. Because I gotta learn.
we can figure it out. I'm sure. Look up YouTube. I bet on YouTube, like do it yourself green screen pull down. I bet you find somebody
Probably
that's done it.
You're probably right.
I bet you
Wait,
could.
so back to Joey's question. Sorry, we keep interrupting him.
What was my question? I forgot again.
You were talking about.
Where,
I think
defending
defending
yourself for gaming.
Oh
your
yeah,
gaming
right.
habit.
We got a hookup. Derek
my
can get the
question-
pull down rollers for us.
There we go.
My question
what we
is,
got.
do you find yourself having to defend your gaming habit for the rest of your life? Like, do you see yourself being like 70-something years old and still playing games, and family members are gonna come over and look at you like you're just absolutely crazy? Because
No.
I don't. It's hard. Like
Those
what
people are gonna die, dude.
Yeah, you beat me to the punch.
They're dying.
They're not even gonna be there.
Serious-
And at that point, think about old relatives now. I'm like, you don't know what the fuck they're doing. You're like, that's Grandpa. He's doing what he does. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be
Doing
the
what he
case.
does.
I'm gonna be an old man, and I'm gonna be like, well, I'm largely that way now. Where anyone questions me, I'm like, fuck off. So it
my
doesn't
mom,
really
she
bother
just-
me.
She brought it up and she said something that just kind of stuck to me a little bit. Like she started pulling all of like the games off of my shelf, and she's looking at each one, and she's just like, "Are you even this? Like, do you plan on playing this one? Did you just what are you gonna do with these when you're older?" I'm just like, I'm gonna play them. I'm gonna
Yeah, man.
give them to my kids. I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
them,
man.
or
Yeah.
if I have to sell them. And she's like, eventually you're gonna grow out of this. I'm like, I'm 25. I think that ship has
That's the
sailed.
that's
I
the
don't think
worst.
so.
I hate when people say that.
I do too.
Yeah.
Me
I'm
too.
just tired of having to defend it. You know what I mean? Like it's here, and like whenever my coworkers ask me what I do for fun, and I say I play video games, it's never going to be an answer that they'll take seriously. Like I mean, I play video. I have hours and hour-long sessions. You know what I mean? Like I talk about it, I write about it, like I stream it. I like being involved in the community. Like this is. I'm not just saying I play video games for an hour and then go do something
Yeah.
else. Like it's
You don't
life.
play video games anymore. You do video games now.
Exactly.
There's still definitely a stigma there, though, among a certain age group. Because I remember, I think you guys might have been here even. There was this guy coming over to work on like our plumbing or some shit, and for some reason he had to come down here. Kristen brought him down, and he saw this area of the house, and he was asking what it was all about. And Kristen told him, my husband does like streams and plays video games and all this kind of stuff. And his immediate reaction was, "Oh, so he doesn't work?"
Oh, dude.
And,
I
like,
would've hit him.
like he thought I was like some.
The worst.
complete
40-year-old
like
virgin.
lazy asshole that just plays video games all day or something. Like that was his immediate response. Like, what?
People are dicks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I get a lot. I had a guy came into my house to repair my TV, and I had like this. I had at the time I had like this nice Batman statue above my television, and he like moved the one thing and it knocked it off onto the floor. And he was like, "Oh, I dropped your." He was like a foreign guy. He's like, "I dropped your Batman," and then like tried to walk out of the room. And because it was like a Batman thing, he was like, "Toy, stupid."
Oh my God.
The thing was fucking expensive.
yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you want to pick that up?" And he was like, "Oh, sorry." And I'm like, "Fuck you, dude. Are you kidding me right now?" Like it was. Oh, it rubbed me the wrong way.
If only
I
they
got
knew
that same feeling.
how much
If
some of this
anybody
stuff
ever
costs.
not, my statues. Anybody
Yeah.
fucking
I was
tried to
pissed
knock
off,
one
dude,
over?
because he just tried to like brush it off like it was a fucking, I don't know, like a tissue box or something. Like, fuck you, dude. Pick
Yeah,
it
some
up.
of this stuff in here, man. I would, like this right here on the. If this Journey statue were to break,
Yeah,
I would be so devastated.
Yeah.
bullet in the head for me.
I don't know about that.
Guys, so here's
Maybe a little
the
too
thing when it
far.
comes to this stuff. So obviously I'm over dramatic. I'm Greg Varga, but at the end of the day, my favorite conversation still to this day is not even so much defending myself as far as games go now, because now we have like so many videos and stuff up, and a lot of people get that I do the YouTube channel and stuff now, so that's really easy to explain to people. The one event that still gets people every year that they will never understand is E3. And like when I'm like, guys, like can't hang out this day, can't hang out for a majority of the days this week. Like I'm watching these videos, I'm watching these conferences, and they're like, why do you care?
Yeah,
And I'm
last
like,
year
'cause
when I
this is all
like
the
took
stuff,
off work, that was
that's what I mean.
That was fun explaining that.
I request off
Yeah.
work, and I put as my reasoning, I'm like, oh, E3 day, and people are like, what the fuck is E3 day? And I'm like, it's video game conferences, like it's so much fun, and everyone's like, I will never get that. That's the one thing that I hate explaining more so than anything else. But as far as like Dean and Drew said, like everybody has their niches and their own things, and I just think everybody in everyone's family has weird shit that they do. So if yours is video games, then good on you, because that's not
Dude,
the
there are
weirdest thing you could
far worse things that you could be doing with your time. And people just don't
Yeah,
get it.
exactly.
Is the thing, and they don't want to take the time to get it, so I don't really bother. I was kind of joking earlier, but I really am that way. Like, people don't want to understand. You're just saying something because you want to feel like you're above me.
Correct.
So in that regard, I'm usually like, don't fucking worry about it, because you don't really care anyway. So
Right.
just do you, and I'll keep doing me, and that'll be great.
I mean,
One of
it's
the
good to
best
know that
compliments I
there's gonna
ever
be other-
got. What were you gonna say?
No, that I feel it's great that there's so many people out there that are thinking that, the same way that I am. Because like sometimes you feel like you're by yourself. Like you know that the community's out
Yeah.
there, but sometimes when you're in your room, you're by yourself and you're playing the games, and you're just like, I know there are people I can play with online. I know there are other people that are there.
I know
But then
there's Greg Verga on Long Island waiting to play with me as well.
I
but,
know
like,
I've heard that a few times. I mean,
No, man, that's the beauty of Twitch and the beauty of, I don't want to like toot our own horn, but the Level Up Network and the community that we've built here is like you can see how passionate people are about gaming, and just also just how kind those people are, and caring and thoughtful, and all the stuff that we've achieved through the show is on the backs of all of our viewers. Really, it's just it's amazing. Everybody coming together for this medium.
It always just feels like separate, like between your gaming life and the people that you play with online. Like me, I don't go outside and go to a friend's house and sit down and play games anymore.
yeah,
Like,
we know.
Like I'm just saying, like I'm in here, but
Wait, do
everyone's
you
like
actually
off
live on Long
doing.
Island? Is there a reason Greg is so...
No, he lives in the
Yeah,
city.
I live in Queens, and I'm
Alright.
like 30 minutes from Greg, and
Gotcha.
he's been trying to get me.
Half an hour.
Trying to
If
get you in his
anybody
basement,
was
huh?
a half an hour away from me, would you not hang out with me?
Like if I had a car, it'd be
you
so
don't know
much
the answer to that
easier.
question.
I can come to you. I've said that multiple
All right,
times.
I'm telling you right now, you have an open invitation. You are welcomed into my sanctuary, and that's saying a lot. You have instant access to the Batcave,
Wow. Call me Robin.
and that goes for everyone. If you can find me, just
Let's not put that out there.
Now my
Joe, man,
station
it's
is
always so nice to talk with you, man. We're gonna move on just because we have a few.
yeah. I'm sorry for taking
More
up
calls
so much
left,
time.
potentially.
Shut up,
Good,
no
man.
stuff. Never apologize
It
to
was
us. I
our
love you.
pleasure. Truly.
All right, guys. It was great talking to you guys.
Joseph,
too,
I love
man.
you.
Peace.
Everybody out. Later.